Hey guys. So, yes, I decided to do one of these little Q&A things. And I realised I haven't really put out much about myself, so I thought this might be a good idea. Depends if people, and when I say people, they know who I'm talking about, didn't troll it. And by people, I mean Junior. So yes, let's start this off. So yes, question 1. Can I have your soul by that one camper? Joke's on you. I don't have one. No. Sure, you can have part of it. The second question, your favourite creepypasta that I wrote, and that's from Porcelain Horror. Huh. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, and I have to say my favourite one you have written was, there we go, Painted Murder. That was actually really good. I mean, usually what makes a story good is relatability. It's no lie, everyone's been bullied, everyone has been bullied or will be. It's just a part of life, sadly. And that's sort of, it's like every part of that, well, has, I reckon, at least one person, everyone can relate to at least part of it. It's a good story. Nice. I like it. Carry on writing and write a story for me. That was a demand. I feel rude now. Anyway, next question. Where do you get the ideas for your stories? My ideas, they just, I don't know, I just think of them, but here's the catch. I think of loads of ideas, but I forget a lot of them. I've got a terrible memory. So I always keep a Word document open, and if I come up with an idea, I have to quickly write it down, or it's gone. The amount of ideas I've lost because of just not writing it down. It's annoying. Anyway, next question. It's all in caps, so I'll pretend I'm shouting this. Who are you and what are you doing in my kitchen? I'm making a sandwich. And next question. Who would you be from Creepypasta if you could? I presume you mean the characters, not the readers, so who would I be? That's a good one. I don't know, the one that comes to mind is Slenderman, even though I'll admit now, I'm not a huge fan of Slenderman, but I like his suit. That would be the only reason. No! I will be Stifferman. Yes, that is my final answer. I get a suit. Yes. What's your favourite Pokemon? It's gonna have to be now Pikachu. Just because it's associated with me so much, just from everything I do Pikachu related. And to no one that knows, the main thing I got is a Pikachu onesie, and that just stuck with me ever since I got it. Because every time like people see it, I've got pictures of me in it and stuff. I don't know. How big is your middle finger? I don't know. I'm counting it with my thumb. 3 inches, I think. I don't know. I don't have a ruler next to me. Are you actually creepy in real life? I say creepy things, but I don't genuinely scare people. That would be interesting and fun, actually. Do you like working alone or in a team? As much as I love working with other people, and I do, I mean, I love working with other readers and I enjoy meeting new readers, I've always preferred working alone as a preference. And nothing against anyone, but I don't know, I've always been like that. Someone says, also, what is your gender? Unconfirmed. Do you like salad fingers? Yes. Oh, I don't know actually. From the same guy, I've always said I prefer Burnt Face Man. Even though it's not creepy, it's just hilarious. But yeah, salad fingers is interesting, is the best way I'll put it. And from the Creepypasta Kid, what is your favourite food? Pasta! I'm sorry. My favourite food, it's hard to say because I don't know, I like all foods. I'm not one of those picky eaters. I eat most things. But my favourite fast food is, I'll narrow it down to that because it'll be easier to answer, is pizza. I very rarely have it, but when I do, it's nice. What is your favourite creepypasta character? Ah, that's an interesting one. Ah, and right now, you know when you get asked something, every creepypasta character in the world has just escaped my head. I can't think of any. Who's my favourite? Does Smile Dog count? Because I loved Smile Dog. I reckon it lived its term and it didn't get killed. But unlike some of the, like Jeff and Slender, see, even then, just referring to it as Slender is, it's just confirmation that they've both gone downhill in my opinion. Nothing against them, but do you like sleeping with one man or two? Two. More fun. Do you become paranoid while narrating your creepypastas? I actually don't. I concentrate so much on the wording that I sometimes don't know what's going on. I'm just reading the words, but adding emphasis to each type of word, like a verb, vowel, a connective word, I don't know what they're all called. But sometimes I concentrate so much on the narration, I don't know what's going on in the story. Here's a weird one. Could you take a picture of the surrounding area near your house? Yes, I can take loads. I can take as many as I like. But you're not seeing them. How did you get into narrating? I was expecting a question like this. How did I get into it though? That's an interesting way of putting it. Because the weird thing is, I wasn't really interested in narrating when I originally started it. Well, that's a very blunt way of putting it. I was obsessed with voice acting. I love the idea of voice acting, but I can't voice act. And I thought, this looks fun. When I originally saw, not even when I originally saw, I just thought of the idea. I thought, I feel like doing this because I was subscribed to Mr. Creepypasta for a while. For a while actually. Before I got into narrating, I wasn't one of those people who saw it and immediately did it. I followed him, and after a while I thought, I feel like trying this, and I just did it ever since. There's probably I can tell the longer story someday, but that's the abridged version. And from Little Creepypasta 13, will you help me find Slenderman? He got out his cage again. Again. Check the woods. Again. He always goes there. And have you ever looked behind you during one of your readings? No, there's not too much behind me other than a pug calendar and, let's look behind me, a pug calendar and a Skyrim map. Who was phone? It was phone. Phone was phone. Oh no, I've missed a few. Have you, how old are you? 21. For now. When did you start doing creepypasta? Oh, it's a two-part question. So the first question is, when did you start doing creepypasta? I believe it was the 6th of March. And what is your favourite story? What is your favourite story out of the ones you've read? Well, my favourite story was one that Mr. Creepypasta did, but I stole. I willingly stole for my favourites week of all. A week where I did all my favourite stories. And although I love No End House, it has to be Doors. If you don't read the comments before watching it and it's completely fresh to you, I don't know, it's just amazing. I love that story. It's not really one of those mainstream ones, but it's just I don't know, it is my favourite. And yes, here we go. Creepypasta Junior. Would you like some pound cake? No one will get this. It's well, I don't know, it's from an Ego Raptor video, but it's our inside joke that I hate him so much for. I will kill you, Junior. What's the meaning of life? I forgot the number. Is it like 42? I've forgotten it. Something from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Pretend I said the right number there. What else? Was there a creepypasta that scared you because it was based on a show, game, etc. you liked? Or etc. you liked? What was the creepypasta? Well, my first... Well, this is going to answer another question which I think I've got somewhere. I haven't really read these yet. Which is my first one I ever read was Pokemon Creepy Black. Or back when I read it, it was just Pokemon Black, because the game didn't exist then. And it was... I read it before I knew what creepypastas were, and you know, that's the one thing about creepypastas, like, if you're not reading it on the wiki, if you're reading it on a random blog where it's just pasted around with no origin, it's got that believability. And the good thing about Creepy Black is it's essentially possible, and someone's obviously remade it. But it is... That's what I like about it. It didn't come to life. It didn't show blood coming out the screen. It didn't say the person's name. It was about the guy's experience reading it, playing it, and I love that. And I was just stunned by it, and that's easily one of my favourites. Although I don't know, I said Doors earlier. It's a good battle between Doors and Creepy Black. I love them both. But yeah, that one has to be the answer to that. Show us your face. That was not a question. I'm evil. No, what do you look like? Oh, something in my throat. What do you look like? I watch your videos and love your voice, but I want to see the man behind the microphone. Post a pic. Okay, I'll post a picture of me in the video. In fact, right now, at this point in the video, there will probably, if I remember, be a picture of me. Enjoy. If Slender Man were coming after you, what would you do? Oh, I'd hug him. Blah blah blah. Nah, that's another joke between me and Junior, because his reputation is gone and it's sad. I miss the scary Slender Man, not this cutesy wootsy Slender that everyone loves. But yeah, if Slender Man were coming after me, I would just not believe in him. I'd deny his existence, because he's based on belief. He's like Santa Claus. Slender Man is Santa Claus. And what is your penis size compared to mine? Pics or GTFO? I don't know how long your one is, so I can't answer that. Why won't you love me? I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I posted a status saying I loved everyone, including you. Especially you. Especially you who's listening to this now. I love you. Why are you so awesome, bro? I'm not. Mister, I has a question. Do you ever look over your shoulder when you're reading a story? No, if I do that, the recording will be messed up, and I can't do that. In your opinion, what is the scariest creepypasta you've ever written? Oh, I am terrible at writing. The only one I've written that was well received is Your Secret Admirer, but it's not really scary, in my opinion. But then again, am I scared? Should I be scared by my own writing? Because I'm not happy with them. But that's gonna have to be all your opinions. In your opinion, what's the scariest... Oh no, I've just read that one. Are you a creepy person in real life? No, I am a silly person. If you to be pulled into the creepypasta world, what story would you like to live in? Also, bonus question, would you become a victim or become the creature of that story? Ooh! I like that question. I remember MCP says the cave because of the ending, and that's quite a good answer. What? Oh, No End House. That would be a fun one, because you'd get to know what happens at the end, and I want to know, because that's the bit that bugs me. Is like, what happened? And if you don't know the story, listen to it. It's a good one, or read it. It's up to you what you prefer. What was the first creepypasta you heard about? I think I said that one earlier. Pokemon Creepy Black. That was the first one I ever read, but it was before I ever knew what a creepypasta was. Have you ever had a dream about Abraham Lincoln punching Superman? It's a very sad thing, but I don't really dream. Well, when I say that, people will always say, oh yeah, you do dream, you don't remember it. And that's it, I don't remember my dreams, and it's sad, because I like dreams, and I'm jealous of people who dream, even good or bad. What type of microphone and software do you use? I'm currently using the Snowball Blue, which, if you want to know the colour, it's black. And software, I use Audacity to record and Sony Vegas to edit, and that's pretty much it. And yes, another person that I know who's trolling, oh, pardon me, if you could have sex with any creepypasta reader, why would it be Junior? Thanks, Matt. Thanks. I'm not even answering that. And I remember I made a second status of more. So let's open them up. And oh my gosh, there's so many more questions. How long has this been going on for? 16 minutes. Why are they all Junior? Okay. Yes, I remember he said something on Skype. He told me I have to answer all these, so here we go. Where do you get your butt waxed? The butt waxing store. Who's my gynecologist? Jeff the Killer. Have you ever had liposuction? Directly fed to my mouth? Do you like pound cake? Oh my gosh, Junior, why? Is this annoying you yet? Oh, and I'm pretty sure my last reaction answered that one already. How long do you think I can keep this up? My gosh, Junior. If you don't know who I mean, creepypasta Junior. Is your hair actually black? No, it's actually a very dark brown. Is this a fake accent? I've actually been accused of that. People say, oh, I thought you were just putting these on for the video. It's like, no, this is how I talk. I'm sorry. Does the word frankincense scare you? No, it makes me think of nice smelling things, because I'm pretty sure it's a smelly thing. Would you like to partake in an Would you like to partake in an elaborate plot to take over the women's locker room? Yeah, I'm down. Would you agree that this really got out of hand fast? Yes, Junior. Yes, it did. Ooh, and what's your favourite part about narrating creepypasta? Back to the normal questions. My favourite part, easily, has to be, and I love it, it's just doing it, just doing the narration and trying to portray how the person feels in it, if it's first person, or how to add the dramatic pauses and doing bits and bobs in. I'm always learning new things every time, and it's so much fun, because I listen back to some of my old ones and I think, oh, I could have done this so much better, and I listen to my current ones like, oh, I could do this next time, and there's always so much to learn. And that was from Mage Lips, or Mrs. Creepypasta, she's dubbed as, but I always call her Mage Lips. That's another inside joke. What part of England are you from? And if so, what football team do you root for? I've never really been a huge fan of football. Like, pretty much everyone in the world, well, everyone in England loves football but me. But I always just root for the team my dad likes, which is Aston Villa. And what part of England? I'm not saying too specifically, because if you actually Google map my town, the dot pretty much lands in my house. Literally, it lands like a millimetre away. So I live in a town near Birmingham. I'll just name the nearest big city. Would you like to play Dead Baby Kickball with me? Only if I get to play first. I don't know what kickball is. Is that football? Or soccer, as the Americans like to say? When does the narwhal bacon? When the sausages fry? What inspires me to write creepypastas? I wasn't really oh, there's a horrible noise from the outside. Usually I edit this out, but it's a Q&A. What inspires me to write? Actually, I wrote because someone once requested, and this is like months ago, someone was like, you should write a creepypasta, you've read so many that you'd be able to come up with something good. And sadly, and evidently as well from my ones, that's not true. I have no writing skills, and in fact, I can come up with ideas. I love coming up with the ideas, but it's gotten to the point where I've just started giving them away. Because I know a few writers, I'm like, you do a lot better with this idea. When did you get into dubbing creepypasta stories? Yeah, again, 6th of March. What colour is your underwear? And again, that's Creepypasta Junior. Oh my gosh. Okay, black. I don't know how I had to check. I'm pretty sure I should have known that. WTF, huh? I don't get that one. Oh my gosh, someone else has commented loads. He's asked like 50 questions. Sinister Creepypasta says, what would you do if you saw someone in a squirrel costume? Squirrel, yes. A squirrel costume at night, roller skating and passing out cotton candy to kids. I'd correct him and say, it's candy floss. Do you hear voices in your head? They tell me not to answer that. Want to play the midnight game? Yes. And all them were from Sinister Creepypasta. I would love to do one of those things if they were real. Can I shower with you naked? Yes. Have you spread the word yet? And again, that's Sinister Creepypasta. I can start. I would love to make a chain letter of Smile Dog and just send it around. And again, Creepypasta Junior. Have you ever boopity boopy? I'm facepalming. Why, Junior? Right, Junior's going to do a Q&A. I know he is, because I've told him to. And I'm going to troll it so hard. Okay, here we go. A genuine question. When did you start writing, and how does your face look like? I don't know when I started writing. It was just because I was requested to do months ago, but I never got around to it till not long ago. My first one I wrote was... Actually, no, I have no idea when I started writing. And how does your face look like? That's an odd way of putting it, but it's a Pikachu face. It's a mask. Or you think it's a mask, it's me pulling my face off. And did you know I'm your biggest fan? Yes, I actually recognise your name, although I'm not gonna embarrass myself and try to say it. That's so much noise outside my room. Yeah, I remember you commenting on oh my gosh. Yes, I remember you commenting on my fan page months ago when I had like 13 likes. Do you or do you not know that the bird is the word? Of course it's the word. There's no other word than the bird is the word. And the next billion questions is from Sinister Creepypasta again. Have you ever ate glue? Not without ketchup. Can you fly? Can you use the force? Have you ever got drunk and want some candy? Yes. When do you see yourself on the moon? When I'm looking through the... I don't know, that's... I don't even know how to answer that one. When do you think I'm going to stop asking questions? I can see the last one, so I know when. Do you laugh at the sight of blood? Sometimes. Have any demonic teddy bears? No, but I've got some Pokemon ones. Do you... have you ever encountered Slenderman? Yes, we meet up every Friday. Have you ever been to RedTube? I'm on RedTube. No, I'm not. Please don't check that. Who is phone? Phone is phone. I wish you had a top hat like Abraham Lincoln. My gosh, do I want a top hat so bad. I don't know what I'd do to someone if they ever gave me a top hat, because I'd be so excited. And the last question from Scarecrow. Will you feed on the flesh of virgins with me? We do that anyway. Thanks, Scarecrow, for an interesting end. But yeah, I've blitzed through all them. This has probably gone on way too long. I didn't expect that many questions. But yeah, if you made it all the way through, comment bacon. That's all I'm gonna say. And yeah, thanks for watching.